Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big, exciting day in my kitchen. You know why? Because me and you, we're gonna head to Calabria, Italy. Now, Calabria, Italy is kind of near the foot part of Italy, and it's a region filled with the most delicious food, the most delicious views, and the most wonderful, warm, kind people you're ever gonna meet in your life. And one thing I love in Calabria, there's a lot of agriculture there, there's a lot of farmland there, and you're gonna have salad. So they like a lot of greens down in Calabria. And a delicious salad I had in Calabria a couple of years ago is the recipe that I'm gonna share with you guys today. All right, so let's go over ingredients. Number one, we're gonna do some arugula. So I've got about 6 ounces of arugula. This is a baby arugula, it's obviously cleaned. Arugula is very grassy, earthy, and peppery. It's got a little bit like parsley. It's got a little bit of citrus in the background, but certainly a peppery herb. So it pairs well with something sweet, and it pairs well with something creamy. So we're gonna get into that, all right? Next, guys, we're gonna use oranges. So you can use a clementine, which goes great with this. I've had it in several different ways, or you can use an orange. These are a medium-sized orange here in our area. We get them from Florida, and they're gonna be delicious. So it's gonna give you that acid backdrop with the citrus, right? And it's gonna give you that delicious, sweet, just bursting orange flavor. That's gonna pair phenomenally well with the arugula. So I've got 4 oranges. I'm gonna show you how to prep that. Next, we're gonna go with shallots. So why do I love shallots? They are, first off, delicious. They're gonna give you a kick like an onion. There's a sweetness to it. There's an earthiness to it. It's got like a garlic tone to it, and it's gonna pair very, very well with this salad, with this dish. Next, we're gonna use a lemon. So we're gonna use about half of a lemon for juice, and we're gonna use some of the zest of that lemon in the salad. Now here comes our cream. And what I've got here is about 5 to 6 ounces of goat cheese. Goat cheese is very popular in southern Italy, so that is gonna be delicious, and it's just gonna pair well with everything. The goat cheese essentially brings everything together. Next, we're gonna add some noce, which is gonna be nuts. Now in this case, we're gonna use almond nuts. Now you can use walnuts, which are fantastic. You can use chestnuts, absolutely delicious. Hazelnuts, fantastic. You can use a combination of nuts. I think no other nut pairs as well with any other fruit than an almond with an orange. They're just married together. Now we're gonna add a little bit of a dressing, and we're gonna do this a little bit differently. We're gonna do it very rustic and kind of Italian authentic way, kind of what you'd have in Old Italy, like I said, Calabria, Puglia, Sicily, right? We're gonna go through some ingredients here to dress the salads. Number 1 is gonna be pepper. I always go with the fresh ground pepper. Real quick tip, when you grind pepper and you leave it out in the air, the oils tend to dry out, so it loses a lot of that delicious backdrop of flavor and aroma. You can't get that any other way unless you're fresh ground. Next, we're gonna need some salt. Anybody watches my show, you know I like pink Himalayan, or I like French gray sea salt. Today we're using pink Himalayan, briny, earthy, sexy, pink sexy, we're just saying, all right? Now we're gonna use some acid. We don't need a lot of acid because we're getting some from the oranges, right? But we're gonna want to splash. I'm always gonna go and recommend a balsamic vinegar. Why? I'm not a fan of white vinegar. Balsamic is gonna add flavor. It's gonna add some sweetness. It's gonna add some earthiness. It's gonna add some richness. You can't get it any other way other than some balsamic vinegar. Last, certainly the most important ingredient is gonna be olive oil. You're gonna want something that's Italian, meaning all the olives are from Italy. You want it extra virgin and delicious, not from Calabria. I'm thinking something from Puglia, because the best olive oil in the world comes from Puglia. Oh, I know, Vito and Joe's. Anybody new to our channel, we have a farm in Italy. It's in Puglia, Italy, just above the heel. I named the company after my 2 boys. We co-op with a whole group of farms in the area to bring you some of the best olive oil you're ever gonna have in your life. Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. You guys can hit the link above or below, or visit me on Facebook or on my webpage, Cooking Italian with Joe. Just click buy it now. We'll drop ship you a few bottles right to your front doorstep. I like to think of it as a trip to Italy right in a bottle. Ingredients are done. Let's start putting our salad together. Now, a quick tip on this. I like to put this together essentially a few minutes before we're ready to eat. One of the reasons you do that is between the acid and the salt, it's going to drain a lot of the liquid out of the arugula, out of the onion, out of the oranges. You want to basically get this prepped and seasoned right before you're going to eat it. Plus, you know, the more fresh, the freshness of a clean cut is always going to give you the burst of flavor, the best flavor you can get. Guys, traditionally salads in Italy are served on a platter. So I've got a beautiful platter from Italy, but I'm going to need a mixing bowl in order to put my salad together before I plate it on the dish. First thing I want to prep are my shallots. So I'm going to show you exactly how to prep these, and aesthetically it looks authentic in how they display it in Calabria. Grab your shallot, sharp knife, cut the top and the bottom. Now I want to do a quick peel on it. So look how cute that is. You got 2 shallots in there. So what I want here is I want that beautiful color, that purple red color. And secondly, I want to keep everything in a ring. And that just looks beautiful and it's very authentic to the region. So I'm going to cut them across. I'm going to cut something, oh, maybe 1/8 of an inch, something thin. So it really bites well. I don't want a big hunk of onion, if you will. I want something almost delicate and breaks apart very easily. So you see how nice and thin that slice is? I want something just like that. Quickly with a shallot that I did, I want to break this apart. So I want the rings. So just take a minute and gently, because it'll be delicate, break your shallots all apart so they've got a beautiful shape to them. I'm going to go ahead and finish these. Talk to you guys in a minute. Guys, shallots are done, and because of the size of this, I just went with 2 of the shallots. You're looking for about 1/2 to 2/3 of a cup of sliced shallot. So based on size, that'll be perfect. I'm going to set this aside. Next, guys, I'm going to take my lemon and I'm going to create lemon zest. So I'm going to take a medium-sized lemon and I'm going to get zest over the whole lemon. Boy, if that doesn't smell like Italy right there. So you're going to end up with about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons. I'm going to take my lemon zest, put it right in there. I'm going to cut my lemon in half. Now I'm going to go with the juice of 1/2 of a lemon. Guys, next I'm going to take an orange. Now I have 4 oranges. I'm going to take 3 of the oranges out. I'm only going to dice up 1 of the oranges. So first thing I want to do is just give it a peel. Now guys, with the orange peeled, what I want to do is I want to cut up some very thin slices. And I want little pieces, just little pieces that'll almost fall apart in my mouth. Guys, my 1 orange is sliced up beautifully. I'm going to put that right in my bowl. Make sure you get up any of the juice of that orange as well, because that'll add as a dressing to the finish. Now guys, I'm going to add my black pepper, and look at about 1/2 teaspoon or a little bit more. I'm going to add some pink Himalayan sexy salt here. Maybe 1/4 teaspoon, no more than 1/2. Remember, the goat cheese often can be a little bit on the salty side, so we don't want to add too much salt. Next, we're going to add some Vito and Joe's olive oil. So you're looking at about 3 to 4 tablespoons here, and we're going to add about 1 teaspoon to 2 of balsamic vinegar. Give that a stir. And essentially what you create right there is a delicious dressing. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside because I want all those flavors to marry. Now I've got to do my remaining 3 oranges. So I want to peel them and plate them, and I want to show you how they do that right in Calabria. Sometimes when you're trying to get a really neat peel, just use a spoon, scrape that orange, comes out perfect. And make sure, guys, you get as much of that rind off as you can because that's bitter. I don't want bitter. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a slice. So again, you're going to do about 1/4 of an inch. You want to get a slice just like that. Beautiful. See how beautiful that is? Nice and thin. You're going to take all the oranges and lay them across flat on your dish. Because of aesthetics, I'm going to take the nicest slices and put them up a little bit on the edge of this plate. Guys, that's exactly what we want this to look like before we finish the rest of our salad. I'm going to go ahead and set this in a cool place. Guys, it's been a few minutes. Orange plate is set. I've let this set, so we've got almost like a marinade happening here with that delicious aroma. Oh man, the shallots with the balsamic and the Vito and Joe's olive oil, the salt, pepper, absolutely gorgeous. Now I've got my final ingredients here before I plate the salad. So I've got my arugula, which I had in the refrigerator, my nuts. Another really important tip, with the goat cheese, put it in the freezer about 25-30 minutes before I want to use it. And why do I do that? It gives it body. If not, if it gets too warm, it kind of crumbles and turns into a paste, and I don't want that. I actually want crumbles of the goat cheese within the salad. A couple other really important tips that make this salad come out absolutely delicious. Number 1, you're going to need a bottle of Prosecco. In many cases, probably 2, okay? You're also going to want to hit that red subscribe button. When you subscribe to our channel, hey, any tips, any blogging with Borio, any new recipes that come right to your notification box. And I'll tell you, as I say every week, guys, it really means a lot to me when you subscribe to the channel. And hey, makes you part of the family. You know what I'm saying? Also, as far as the olive oil goes, I'm sure you already clicked the link. It's probably already on its way to your house. Guys, let's bring this home. First, I'm going to put my almonds in. So just pour the rest of the almonds right in the dish. Give it a nice, gentle stir in your marinade. Next, I'm going to take my arugula. In this step, I'm going to use my wooden hands. Just turning it here, 30 seconds to a minute. And last, I'm gonna take that goat cheese that came out of the freezer. I'm just gonna take a knife and I'm gonna break it up. You're trying to make crumbles out of it. You don't wanna have a big chunk of goat cheese. Goat cheese is ready, guys. I'm gonna add it last, again, because it's the most delicate. And I'm gonna give it a nice little toss. Guys, the next part and the last part's real easy. We're basically gonna take the dish, just let it spill right over the top of the oranges. How delicious is that? Guys, always my favorite time. Let's get tasting. They're always gonna do 1 or 2 of the oranges. And they're always gonna do it on a small plate. It's rare that you get a huge salad plate. So I'll tell you, the aroma of this is just fantastic. So I'm big into the perfect bite, right? So I'm gonna grab one of the orange slices with my fork. I wanna grab a piece of goat cheese, obviously the onion, and some big hunks of arugula. I got Cooking Italian with Joe E-Division. Here you go. The first thing I hit you is the shallot, but it's not an onion feel, you know, it's that kind of a soft, elegant onion, kind of garlic, earthy flavor, and you can smell the arugula, the orange. Oh, the mouth bursting flavor. It's so good. It's so bright and clean, crisp, delicious. Immediately you get the orange and the balsamic, you know, those acids. And then you get the almond. And I love the texture because the arugula is crunchy. And then you get the almonds that's crunchy. So the textures in your mouth are great. And now you're getting that grassy, earthy arugula. And then the pepper's coming in on you. And it marries so well with the sugar. And now you're getting that goat cheese, that creamy, essentially finishes with the goat cheese. You know what I need now? I need a bottle of Prosecco, maybe 2. Don't judge me. I need Calabria landscape, maybe a view of the sea. I'll tell you, once you master that salad, it's a main staple in the summer to your friends and family, no doubt about it. Guys, thanks so much for joining me in my kitchen today. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Hey, make you part of the family. Hit the link above or below or Cooking Italian with Joe website. Grab yourself a bottle of Vito and Joe's olive oil. Trip to Italy right in the bottle. And guys, always and every week, my most important tip to share with you guys is every month, once or twice, get around the table with your family and make some recipes, burn a few things, get creative, have some fun, listen to their stories. You know, as I always say, celebrate your heritage, and most importantly, set some traditions for your family. They'll last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen to yours, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.